Evening Purpose One candidates. My name is Christopher Donaldson, currently majoring in childhood and special education at Metropolitan College of New York, taking the course called EDU 512 Valve for Professor Dr. Sharon Sullivan Rubin, and I am assigned to do a lesson plan during an 18th century trend, and I chose the Young Ladies Academy, which was established in Philadelphia in the year 1787, just coming off from the American Revolutionary War. And it was the first ever charter school for females at the time of the 13 American colonies. And I find this topic appealing because women at that time mostly worked in the home while their husbands and children served during the American Revolutionary War. So at that time, women were mostly doing home work around the house, also were seamstresses and even nurses. So I felt from that point is that women could do anything they want, but at that time, women were just usually confined to doing these duties at that time during the late part of the 18th century. So I plan to do a lesson for fourth grade students, just something to tweak it a bit, to lighten it up by letting students create a pamphlet to encourage young ladies that to go to this Young Ladies Academy and why and the reasons why they should go there. What will it do for them to make sure that females, no matter what they do, can do anything they want in their lives. And that's the activity part, is to create a pamphlet, and then before that, I'm going to pre-assess them to know what does it mean to persuade someone to do something for a cause or a purpose, to encourage that person to say, yes, I will take advantage of this opportunity. And that's what the pamphlet is for, to let to persuade someone that going to the Young Ladies Academy is important for them and for their future. So just to use historical fiction for this purpose, in addition to using contemporary language to put in the pamphlet. So, in addition to the pre-assessment about telling to persuade someone, I'm going to start off with a do now question, and it's open-ended, and it's just simply imagining that you are working at a toy store. How will you tell someone to buy that toy? So it's all about trying to encourage or persuade someone, say, yes, I would really love that toy. So, and this is what the activity of creating a pamphlet on the Young Ladies Academy is all about. So like a brochure. And the first thing I'm going to do as a type of motivation or introduction to the hook is to show someone what a pamphlet looks like, or a brochure like this one, for example. This is from Success Academy, which is, of course, the largest growing charter school here in New York City. I'm going to show them that, and inside, all the information that it offers, and why would it will help them succeed. So that's the first part, but I'm also going to discuss the role of women during the American Revolution during the 18th century, and I will also read about Abigail Adams, who, before she became the first lady to second President John Adams, she was well educated. She wanted to help out during the time of the Revolution by creating a union, like, for example, to put into the Constitution, to contribute to its ideas. So, and then from that point, I'm going to show students how to make a pamphlet. It's just only going to use a piece of paper and fold the paper in half. On the cover, it's going to say they're going to draw, fourth graders are going to draw the title, The Young Ladies Academy, and they're going to draw the school. It could be any kind, as long as it's big, as long as it has, as long as it's big, and as long as it's enough for all of the females to go in. And then in the end, and then by the time when they start opening up the paper, they're going to write about at least 5 or 6 points why going to the school is important. So, like, for example, what does the Young Ladies Academy offer? Even though it never mentions even though it only mentions little things, but just to add something fun to it using contemporary language. Like, for example, the Young Ladies Academy could have sports programs, academic clubs, after school programs, flexible schedules, just like what typically high schools and colleges do offer to students. So I felt that using something contemporary could lighten it up like it was in the 18th century. So just using today's language to put into this pamphlet, and that's for the whole class part. And for the group, the students could talk about ideas on why they should go to the school while they create the pamphlet. Just a lot of ideas. And then the focus students are just students who are on have individual who are in an individualized education program, and they could just simply write like two or three things, and the rest they could draw the school and draw the girls and onto the pamphlet. And then for the closing part, um, the teacher, that would be me, I will call on at least 4 to 5 children to discuss their pamphlet and discuss why girls should go to the Young Ladies Academy. So that's just simply the whole lesson, and then the activity after that. I plan to do this for like 2 days, um, just to make sure that every student has the opportunity to complete this activity. And that's why I find doing the Young Ladies Academy in Philadelphia of 1787 is appealing to me.